So this is a fast guide to cv9030 for those who will come to my mission. Uh, First of all, let's go to the gunner's place. The important things here are that you probably want to use Viz, and you want to set the video settings to the barrel. Just click the video and then the barrel, and that sets your Viz to show what barrel cam is seeing. Barrel cam on cv90 is your auxiliary device to see auxiliary gun sight. So this is the basically your emergency sight, one of those. Secondly, well, this is your DI sight and here is your day sight. The important thing in the TI and Alta sites is that you really don't want to have moving target in my mission or in Finland. When you would need the moving target mode, it is very rare situation. It's like when enemy is more than 500, more than 1000 meters away and moving sideways to you. That's when you want to use moving target. And considering that in Finland we have very short ranges, so you want to use instead a static target mode. You can change modes from page up key like this: air target, static target. What difference there is that the static target shows exactly where the camera is pointing at. That's basically in static target mode, the gun points exactly where your screen is pointing. On the moving target, it's like whenever you lace, it will calculate the lead and will shoot at the lead. So it is based to your last lace, so it causes you a lot of problems. And air target mode then, that's a hell. I can show you. So basically, if I move my mouse here and I lace, it keeps moving. And even worse, it basically automatically says the movement. So you have to only to add movement or decrease movement. So yeah, you don't want to use this. It's too much for you if you haven't used it before. So you, in all fairness, use static target mode. Got it? Second thing, if you have this last turn first return key, what it basically changes that you can see from DI view that you can choose either the lace, paddle sight, or the manual range. Whenever you lace, you have the measure range, and then you can change the next thing is a paddle sight or the manual range. So yeah, basically, static target mode, it reads here, and then, well, here you can see what kind of rounds you are going to shoot. Another thing is that you probably want to be shooting a lot of MPT rounds because there's a lot of inventory. How to know that you are using a static target mode in the day sight? Let's go to day sight F3. Unlike the other vehicles, in cv90 day sight is actually independent device, so you have to go into F3, that is auxiliary device. So this is a little bit different. If you are in TI and you hit the plus key like you usually would change the day sight, it turns off your thermal imager, and you don't want that because then you have a cooldown for it. So use auxiliary device as a day sight, F3 key, and basically what you see here is your range to enemy and high explosive and 80 rounds left. So if I change to APT rounds 90 79 and 1000 range, distance 1000. How do I know that this is on static target mode? I know it because if I change to moving target, it's burning, green light is burning all the time, and if I'm changing it to air target, it's flashing. So I don't want any kind of green light there, not flashing or not steady. And that's basically it about the static target mode. In worst case scenario that you have your sights knocked out, what you can do is that you can go into this and use this paracam. Now be aware that if you are using a moving target mode, this is really difficult to use then, because basically what happens that the gun is going in front of the camera, and what you are seeing is that you are seeing what the gun is seeing, and whenever you stop, gun moves to where he expects the main sight to be, so it's disturbing to use it like so. So use static target mode, really. It makes it this much more helpful. And the shortcut for to here is I think it's the, yes, it's Alt plus F2 key. So one more emergency sight in case if you really are going to need it, if you don't have anything else, you can find it from, if you go with the N key little closer to the gun, you can find here this switch here. It's a little bit hard to trigger. Oh, there you can see it. Here, pull this switch and you will see this huge box here. You can use this as well for shooting. This is not accurate because I think it's somewhere here, not here, but here. We can test it. Yep. And problem in this side, even when you can see a lot from this side, is that you cannot lace. So do not open this hatch unless you don't have anything else. Basically, if you have lost your laser rangefinder, use this side. It helps you out then. What else? Another common thing that sometimes happens to cv90, I'm not yet aware of why this happens. It's probably if you driver opens hatch or gunner opens hatch, it disables, or maybe through scenes of troops, it disables the stabilization, and you don't see it anywhere but here in this panel here. And what you can, if you suspect that there is something weird in your tank that you are not seeing in the red nodes here on the screen, I mean the, you know, if you have engine dummies, track dummies, you see these red things. If you don't see anything here and something weird is going on, go to this TA2 panel and check out if there is all these clickable lights are burning here. It's basically 7 lights here. If all are burning green, then you should be all good to go. Usually what happens is that you lose your stabilizations. For some reason it's turned off since it's probably since of some hatches opening, and that is these stupid safety features. This vehicle is really well modeled, so just if you suspect you don't have stabilization, check these lights and just click it. It helps you out. I can show you how this basically. Yeah, you can see no stabilization at all. And the other light, yeah, it's a gun elevation stabilization. So yeah, or maybe this is gun power. I don't remember. Probably gun power. This is stabilization, this is gun power. I'm going to check it by the way. Yep, it's a gun power. But that about it. Make sure that these lights are burning and you should not have no problems. If you lose your main observation device, basically this one here, you can still use your barrel camera that is located to your barrel, and with that you can see as well if you are going to hit ground or not. On commander's side, you basically can use a gunner sight and just hit the palm switch key to override the gunner, and you can do all that he does. There is no problem in that. But in all other sites, you have to be using like a commander stay side. You have to use static target mode to be able to hit anything, because otherwise the gun is moving somewhere. And yeah, basically what happens that your sight is pointing where gun is pointing, and that causes problems. Yeah, okay, I think that is about it for now. Yep, this is Lumi, out.